and I'm Joanne Richards, and we're from All About Writing. Today we'll be talking about something that appears to be essential to storytelling, and that is to start with a really exciting idea. But what we'd like to say is that's only the seed. It doesn't guarantee a successful story.
There's an anecdote told in film circles about Ridley Scott, the director. Ridley pitched an idea that he'd had to a studio executive one day in a lift, as it happened. The story I'm thinking of, he said, is Jaws in space. Can you give me $10 million to make it? Well, he got his funding. He made the movie. The movie was called Alien, and it went on to make $100 million at the box office. Now, the idea was great, and that's what the studio executive recognized at once. And the film was filled with dramatic and exciting and terrifying scenes. One of which you might remember if you saw the movie was an alien bursting out of the chest of a character, killing him in the process, of course. Now, it wasn't the exciting scenes that made the movie a success. Its success depended upon the character of the protagonist, Ripley. We learned to care for her, we learned to root for her, we learned to fear with her. And because of that, we followed the story avidly.
You know, without that, all those exciting scenes might even have seemed gratuitous, because huge events filled with drama will only create shock and awe if we feel concern for someone who's caught up in them. That's, of course, why journalists will always try to find a human being caught up in the grand events that they're writing about. Write about an earthquake which killed 20,000 people. It doesn't really deeply touch us, but find the family whose home disappeared into a giant sinkhole and who are the only surviving members of their extended family and their neighborhood. Then we will be touched. Then we will feel empathy, and suddenly we will care about that earthquake.
The same rule applies to every expression of story. We don't care about any given coup or war unless we know someone affected by it. Give us a protagonist who's trying to prevent it, whom we get to know and whom we get to care about, and we will care about the larger canvas. So this war will destroy everything that he values and loves most. My God, is there time for him to stop it? It's his story that we're following. We care about him, and suddenly we find ourselves caring about the war.